The extension of tenure of Muhammad Adamu, the IG of the Nigerian police force. And we've heard so many thoughts about it. I told you, it's the only conversation we're having this morning on the Morning Crossfire. And yes, that is what we're going to be doing right now, taking more of your thoughts. I did say that we're going to bring an expert, a legal expert, into the studio, on the show, to share a legal perspective, whether it's lawful or not, for this extension to take place. We'll be speaking with Barrister Monday Ubani. He joins us via the telephone this morning. Mr. Monday Ubani, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, my brother.
We can hear you, sir. Good morning to you.
Morning, my brother Quadry.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm good, and you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Welcome. Lagos, Nigeria. If you're tuning in, you can watch right now on Facebook and on YouTube. We're streaming live on those two platforms, Facebook and YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3. Let me know what you think as well on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM on Twitter. The WhatsApp number is also very up and active for you to engage on the show this morning. Feel free. Send your thoughts to WhatsApp number 0809 597 5805. That is 0809 597 5805. Let me know what you think. Mr. Monday Ubani, tell me, is it legal, the extension of IGP's tenure by 3 months? Let's start from there. It's illegal?
Illegal.
How?
Yeah, at the time the so-called extension was made yesterday, Adamu, the former IG, has retired from the Nigerian police force. He retired on Monday. I think Monday was 1st of February.
Okay.
2021. That was when he attained the mandatory 35 years in service. And as long as that extension was not done prior to 1st of February 2021, the former IG has retired from the Nigerian police force. He is no longer a serving police officer.
Okay.
That is capable of having his tenure being elongated. He is now retired. And I have not seen any provision in the Constitution that says that the president can appoint a retired police officer as an IG of the Federation. That is actually the crux of the matter. We're not saying that the president cannot extend the office of any person. It's a moral issue.
Okay.
He has been doing it most times, even though without scant regard to our federation and then the federal character principle. He has been doing it, even when there are capable and fit persons in this country to occupy those positions. We cannot, so much query him on that discretionary power he has to extend any person he so much desire in a particular office. But we are now at daggers drawn with him for doing this.
Why?
When the man is no longer in service. That is the crux of the matter. He had no right to have done what he did yesterday. It would have been better if the president had, prior to his exit, done what he wanted to do.
How could this have been done? Even if the president wants to do this, how could this have been done in a legal and lawful way?
Lawful way is prior to the day of his last day in the office.
Yeah.
He could have issued a public notice that the IGs whose tenure will expire, and also he will extend his tenure for additional 3 months. According to him, he's looking for an opportunity to make a replacement, even though clearly there is an indictment, clearly an indictment on the part of the presidency, because it is not today. It became public knowledge that Adamu will retire on 1st of February 2021.
Right.
After hearing about this, and that 2 years ago, and then almost every six months, most of these Nigerian national major newspapers will also highlight the fact that the IG will retire at so date. They were singing it like a tune.
Right.
And then any serious government would have taken the hint and said, oh, this man is going to retire on so date. What are plans that are put in place, and what are the constitutional impediments, and what are the constitutional requirements? Let us ensure that we comply with it. This again speaks so much volume about the style of governance of this present government.
Right.
The lacuna, the lack of cohesion, the lack of cohesion in governance, the whims and caprices of the president, overriding even rules, even constitutional provision, is something that is very scary. It gets you worried. That a Nigerian of our status, in this century,
right.
People by so much intellectuals, brilliant minds in this nation, that you can have a government that is run in such a lackadaisical, laissez-faire manner, lackadaisical manner, that the president can just wake up, return from Katsina 2 days thereafter, and now say, I extend the tenure of somebody whose this has expired. It shows lackadaisical way of governance. It's very scary, and I'm worried, and I should be alarmed, and even Nigerians should be alarmed about this type of way of governance. That even the president, those who are defending the president, we find it difficult, even at this particular what has happened so far, to defend him in this. I don't know whether anyone can come up, so boldly, even in this your radio station today, and call and say what the president has done is clearly, legal. Or I will find it difficult to for those who are even his defenders to defend him on this.
Mr. Ubani, I want to get something very clear, and that is what I want to ask right now. From the eye of the law, from the point of view of the Nigerian Constitution, as it stands today, yes, I know that there's been pronouncement that IGP should act for another 3 months. But from the law, from the perspective of the Constitution, do we have an IGP?
Very intelligent question. There is no IGP in the eyes of the law. Physically, we may have had somebody that the president says he has extended his tenure. I mean physically. But in the eyes of Nigerian law, the Constitution and the new Police Act that the president himself has just signed, there is no IGP. Whatever he does is clearly unlawful. Whatever he does from now onwards is clearly illegal, unconstitutional. Because the provisions of the Constitution with regards to appointment of an IGP is very clear. It's pronounced in the Constitution. It's there. It's provided for. You have to consult the Nigerian Police Council. As at the time this was done, there was no consultation.
How do we know that? Can we confirm that there was no consultation? How do we know that there was no consultation?
Most importantly, apart from the fact that there was none, because we are not told of any meeting, either virtual or physical, apart from the fact that there was no issue of consultation for advice from the Nigerian police, because the governors of the states, would have been involved. The fact that as at the time this appointment was announced, Quadry, and I'm saying it here with every sense of responsibility, as at the time the appointment was announced, if the extension was announced yesterday,
right,
Adamu has retired as a police officer from the Nigerian Police Force. That is the most fundamental, and that is the crucial and the crux of the matter. He was no longer a police officer in the Nigerian Police Force, in the eyes of the law. He has retired. And there is nowhere in the Constitution where it is stated that you can appoint a retired police officer, because the requirement is that you have to appoint either a DIG, who is next, DIG or AIG. You can even appoint a commissioner of police. It's clearly at the discretion of the president, but he has to do that in consultation with Nigerian Police Council, which I said.
Right.
But in doing that, you must appoint a serving police officer. Serving, that is the word, serving. Right. Adamu was no longer a serving police officer as at the time he was his tenure was extended. That is the crux of the matter, sir.
All right. We're going to take a few calls, Mr. Ubani, before we let you go this morning. If you don't mind, let's get some calls in. 0700 993 993 993. That is 0700 993 993 993. If you'd like to share your thoughts on the conversation, feel free to calling. And also, you can drop your question for my guest this morning on Facebook and on YouTube, because we're streaming live on those two platforms as well. Let's know exactly what your position is. Bayo is joining us right now. Bayo, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Sherry.
Good morning.
Good morning, Barrister
Ubani.
Hello. Thanks for that explicitly. Okay. It's this government, of course, everybody knows.
I'm not hearing him at all.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
it's better now.
We can hear you now.
Barrister Ubani has never said anything too far from, I think, what many of us have known concerning the body language of this present administration. Okay, especially when it comes to insensitivity, as regards the face of the law. You can imagine, for any appointment given to IGP, definitely this thing must have, we have to go through, legislation through the Senate, you understand? And now that officially his tenure has expired, how could a living or an active or a leader, that is alive to his fundamental responsibility, just wake up one day and say he extended it? On whose ratification? This IGP post, was instituted by certain authority. Have they have any recourse to go back to the National Assembly to ratify even his extension? And like Yazale said, is it today that they know that this man's tenure is going to expire? So why is it difficult, for them in appointing eligible? Are they saying that there's no there is line of order in there now.
Right.
So it's just quite unfortunate. Thank you.
Thank you, Bayo, for calling. Appreciate it. Mr. Bani, quickly now, can this be ratified? Can this be corrected?
You can't place something on nothing and expect that particular thing to stand, and that is a fundamental principle in law. There must be something that you have to place something on before you can now talk about ratification. You can ratify what is plausible. You can ratify what is possible, but you cannot ratify what is not possible in law. If he has been appointed properly within the ambit of the law,
right,
you can go ahead and say, let's ratify. But we're talking about appointing or extending the tenure of a police officer who has retired as an IG. And if you look at look at the provisions of the Constitution, it tells you who is qualified to be an IG. Right. He must be a serving police officer. That is clearly fundamental. So as at the time his tenure was elongated, what was his status in the eyes of the law? He's a retired police officer. Because the law says he is mandatorily required to retire as having put in 35 years of service.
Yeah.
And he did that by last Monday, 1st of February 2021. So his appointment, his elongation cannot be ratified by any person.
Let's speak with Adegoke. Adegoke, good morning to you.
Morning, sir.
Morning to you.
Morning, Barrister.
Thank you, my bro.
Yeah. It's really so annoying and appalling to see this happen over and over again in this country with educated people who are supposed to lead us in the right path. My question basically is, what are the implications of this action?
Okay.
That's my question.
All right. Barrister Ubani, implications?
What is the implication of this?
Yeah.
It's clearly that whatever he's doing now, whatever the IG, whose tenure has been extended now is doing, is clearly illegal. It can be challenged in court. But, we're a country where anything goes. That is the problem, and the style of governance of this particular government, has always been, as I said earlier, in a lackadaisical manner.
Right.
Anything can happen. Okay. He doesn't care, because it's clearly careless attitude. Because if it is a government that is clearly serious, what should have been done is before that expiration, that announcement would have been done. Even every day it was being sung almost on all the papers that this man's tenure will expire on Monday. There's going to be a constitutional crisis if something is not done by the presidency and all that. They all kept mute. And they have advisors. And this is a government that has so many senior advocates of Nigeria. The highest ever in the history of Nigeria. If you look at the area of public officers that are in this government, in terms of the legal profession, you have the best in this country that are in there. Is it that these people do not avail the president of this advice, or they don't have access to him, or that when this advice, all these pieces of advice are given, that nobody pays attention to them, or it doesn't get to the presidency? So that's my thing. But as I said earlier, it all speaks about the governance style. of this government, where a serious issue like this can be allowed to happen, and they don't care. And I can assure you that the president will not even care. Will not even look at it. I don't even know how they're going to respond to this. I'm waiting for the presidency to respond to all this barrage of allegation and what they have done, and which is clearly condemnable. And I even say that those who have been die-hard defenders of this government, we find it difficult to put up any defense in regard of this, because it's clearly embarrassing and disgraceful.
Let's speak with Samuel. Samuel, hi. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, Samuel. Can you speak up, Samuel, please?
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning to you.
Okay, so I read the papers, and when he made the pronouncement, I was a bit baffled. And me and the security officers on the ship where I work, we were talking about it, and they said situations like this, if it was years past, like 15 years ago in Nigeria, the president would not just be queried, but there will be motions and notions to actually impeach him. It can go that far, because what he's doing, these are police officers talking, what he's doing is disregarding the entire force, the nation, and thinking he can do whatsoever he wants. And then his party members are saying nothing about it. They see nothing wrong with it. And it makes me look at things that happened earlier in the U.S. with the Capitol thing and everything when Trump took powers into his hands. You see how they acted. Before he took powers into his hands, they tried impeaching him. Yeah. When he did the Capitol thing, they knew that he was going to leave power before the trials are going to be over, but they still made a statement. They indicted him and put him in trial. Now, Nigeria, when we come to Nigeria, we just let the president do whatsoever he will, and nobody says anything about it. It now makes it look like there are no educated persons in this country. There are people who are well educated, like your guest in the studio, who knows the law, who follow the law, who are willing to stand for Nigeria as patrons. But we keep neglecting these people and taking old people that don't even know what is written on pen and paper. They don't even know that a law exists. They just believe they're the law and put them in power. This will keep repeating itself, and none of the party members are saying a thing or seeing anything he does wrong. It's even more alarming. Are they taking sides with a person, or are they trying to boost the nation?
Thank you, Samuel. Thank you for your thought. You have tons of questions, and I totally understand that. Those are the questions we're trying to bring answers to on the program this morning. Monday Ubani is joining us via the telephone this morning. We'll be letting him go shortly, but let's take some more questions in this morning. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning to you.
All right, Ubani, good morning, sir.
Morning, my brother.
Yeah, the last caller just said it now. Quadry, and I've been telling you, we are taking sides with this government, and they will not do us good.
Who?
2 years in the life of this government. I've been telling you, this is not how it's supposed to be. Like Barrister said, I had one of the caller this morning. Oh, I'm highly disappointed. And I tell them, this man is going to disappoint you people. Like I always tell you.
Okay, we lost that call eventually. Thank you so much for calling me. Appreciate it. Monday Ubani, let me take one more call, then we go to socials and bring some. I'm seeing some questions here. Well, let's just squeeze in this one call. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Sherry.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Barrister. This is Madam Ifi.
Thank you, Madam Ifi. Morning.
Morning. Every time they will say Obasanjo did it, Yar'Adua did it, Azikiwe did it, Awolowo did it. Why can't Buhari rectify things? Because they came with the slogan, change. Why can't Buhari rectify it and say, oh, when my IG is going to retire, I will retire him on the 1st and put a replacement immediately. You kept all the service chiefs, you kept them there for another 2 years, and you think your soldiers will work for you. Good morning.
Madam Ifi, thank you for calling. Appreciate it. Now, let's go take some thoughts on Facebook. Monday Ubani, listen to this. Alfred says, why is there always controversies with leaders from that part of the country, yet the clamor and fight over government governing this country? Where is the VP's voice in all of this?
Quadry, that question should be reserved anytime you host the vice president to ask him where is his voice. But I know the man may have been speaking. But the most important thing is is this advice that he has probably been given, being accepted and being listened to? Does he even have really access to the president? Does a VP have access to the president? I'm just asking. I'm just wondering, because if he does, I'm sure he must have met him and say, this thing should be done earlier, sir. Let's have this man's tenure extended if we want him to be extended, or let's have a replacement. These are issues that should crop up in government policy. The inner caucus, with the Attorney General, with the VP and some of the intellectuals in the government, to come and have access to the president.
Okay.
Do they have access to the president? Because the style of land is that people do not even have access to him. It's difficult to see the president. It's not when you see they pass over this information like this and say, Mr. President, let's take a proactive and practical step in order to do this and do this in governance. But if you don't have access to him, it becomes practically impossible.
Can the IG be stopped from acting?
If we have a living judiciary, somebody can start this case now, and by Monday, Tuesday, a pronouncement will be made by the court, and that can be done. But we don't see how all the issues were resolved, even about the post-election matters in America when Trump, was trying to fool himself. Those cases were thrown out. But you don't have. I started a case against the National Assembly on the issue of plum salaries and allowances. And up to now, every day we come to court, they will ask me to come and keep on giving them hearing notice. I have spent nothing less than my personal money, over 300,000 naira, serving hearing notices to the people in Abuja over this matter. They won't come. And the judge will say, I should have to give them hearing notice up to now. So if we have a very bold judiciary, this can be sorted out. I went to court. I also went to court.
Yeah.
I also went to court on this issue of deactivation of people's SIM cards.
SIM cards, yes.
Do you know that matter came up last Monday? Monday. And the judge heard me because they didn't interappearance, they didn't file any defense. The judge heard me, and we moved our application. The judge now reserved judgment for Tuesday, this last Tuesday. Only for one of the respondents to come up on that Tuesday and say we just woke up from sleep and all that, and then after all the argument forth and back, they just said, Mr. Ubani, can you accommodate them? I had to accommodate them with their frivolous application they brought. So the matter now is adjourned for Monday. For hearing and for judgment. Let me believe that the judiciary for once will be bold enough. If we have a living and very bold judiciary in this country, Quadry, most things like this will not happen. Because if the president does take all these illegal steps and all that, and then those who are public interest litigants go to court, the judiciary will be alive to its responsibility and do what it's supposed to do. But today, as I speak to you, most of them are so scared, most of them are afraid to take a bold decision, to give a bold judgment. So sometimes I am even scared myself, going to court over these public interest matters. I can take this matter up, and then within a week or 2 weeks, there should be a ruling or judgment. But I can tell you that this particular matter, if we take it to court now, we will be decided next year.
Ubani,
after the IG would have finished his 3 months.
We must go now. Thank you so much for coming on the Crossfire today.
It's my pleasure, my brother.
Lagos will be back.
Hey, babe.
Hey, hon. How are you?
I've had a very hectic week and I'm looking to have some fun. Let's go out this weekend.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Upbeat Center.
What's that?
It's the first trampoline park in West Africa. They have trampolines, wall climbing, foam pit, dodgeball, video games, and sports such as football, basketball, and volleyball. And do you know the best part? They have a great waterside restaurant where we can eat and chill when we're done.
That sounds like fun. Let me call Peter and Omotaya so we can all go as a group.
I can't wait.
That's right. Get ready to up your fun with numerous physical and fun activities at Upbeat Center, located at number 11 Admiralty Road, Lekki Phase 1. For more information, visit upbeatcenter.com or call 0818 8844 991. Upbeat Center. Up your fun, up your life, up your fitness.
In the information era, facts, events, and news are available at the click of a button. The information flow is enormous, which makes the financial markets unpredictable. As a trader, you need to have a strategy, and most importantly, you need a trustworthy partner that will simplify things for you. Hot Forex is serious about its responsibilities to you. With its origin dating back to 2010, we are a multi-regulated broker with over 2 million live accounts. wide global presence, more than 35 international awards, tight spreads, multiple assets, reliable fast execution, technological innovation, and multiple account types. The Hot Forex team is always ready to deliver trading services and free trading education that you can rely on every time. And this is not just a mission, it's a promise. Visit the Hot Forex Educational Centers at 3rd floor, Warala House, 90 Allen Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos, or call 0908-517-6394 or visit www.hotforex.com. Hot Forex, for traders that want more.
Say you're planning a trip to Dubai, a romantic getaway, business, family vacation, leisure. Let me give you 4 reasons to fly with us at Airpeace. Airpeace flies to Dubai via Sharjah International Airport. And guess what? You get to Dubai city centre in 15 minutes. How? Airpeace will get you there in style and class. I mean, talk about limos and cozy saloon cars with no extra cost to you. Let's not forget you spend a much shorter time going through immigration and baggage claim at Sharjah International Airport. You basically get to the city centre faster than if you landed in DXB. When you fly Airpeace, you enjoy a much lower airfare like none other in our luxurious Boeing 777 with a hospitable cabin crew. Now tell me again why you wouldn't fly Airpeace. What are you waiting for? Oh yeah, visit www.flyairpeace.com or download our mobile app and allow us to give you the Dubai experience starting with us.
Something big is about to happen to you on radio. I bet you never saw it coming. The dynamic duo joined together by not just radio, but everything in between.
It's more than just a radio experience. It's an experience of a lifetime.
What's up, Lagos?
It's the feel of Lagos.
Fire!
From the mainland to the island, on your number 1 station for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Come, let's talk.
Tune in every weekday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's a whole brand new What's Up Lagos with the Techers. I am Collins.
I am Andrea. Check it.
Hey, Doredo, better than safe. Now 10 gigabyte data just land my Airtel so. Guess how much? 3,000 naira. 3K better for 10 gigabyte data. You shock, Abby? Make I add extra shock. 5,000 naira go give you 20 gigabyte data. Now so be for Shoko.
That's right. With Airtel data, just a little more gets you so much more. Introducing Airtel More for More data plans, like 10 gigabytes for just 3,000 naira and 20 gigabytes for 5,000 naira. Dial *141# today.
Airtel, the smartphone network. Virtual meetings, online shopping, mobile payments, and even online weddings. Alert, your pocket-friendly digital bank, is your plug to own your world as you can transfer funds, pay bills, buy airtime and data, and perform all bank transactions from your comfort zone with zero stress and zero hassle. Download the Alert app today on Google Play Store and on the iOS App Store.
Alert, powered by Wema Bank.
I won't tell you the secret of better food. Now the no chicken and classic seasoning powder. The ingredient that take make am na natural by nature, like real chicken, rosemary, black and white pepper, garlic, onion, parsley, mushroom, coriander. If you knack no seasoning powder for inside your jollof, fried rice, egusi, and all other soup, you go know say flavor pass flavor. No seasoning powder. Natural by ingredients. Bang by flavor.
To all the mothers in Nigeria, we congratulate you for progress on your journey, for all your efforts. While taking care of your family, you also didn't give up taking care of yourself. We congratulate you and all Molfix mothers. You are always the number one. Now, Nigeria's number one choice of mothers have Molfix Air Dry baby diapers. Thanks to Molfix Air Dry, now babies and mothers enjoy the ultimate peace. Come and join mothers who experience Molfix Air Dry baby diapers.
Let's go there. Yeah. If you want buy something, if you want sell something, if you really need something, where's all the come up for service? Sure you need mechanic, happy you need the plumber, sure you the find electrician, but if you do, you
Officeservice.com. Free of charge.
Whatever you need, even if you need it now, we can make it happen. Come on, let us.
Officeservice.com. The bridge of ease to your need.
Hey, Oga and Madam, you don't see the room now. Make I show you the toilet where you go to share with other neighbors.
Now the toilet be this.
What's happen?
Oga agent, you mean say na general toilets clean come white like this,
Yes, now. See what's in they use take cleaner and kill the yama germs come out.
Hypo toilet cleaner. Wow.
Wash your toilet at least once a week with Hypo toilet cleaner to keep it sparkling clean and germ free. Available in sachet for 35 naira only. Madam, now 2 years landlord one collect.
We go pay for 6 years.
God doesn't find that. When they talk about find out that remedy, they learn from where we did. Because to find it easy for me. I wonder that is what we say easy way for me. Now linking my NIN to my glow line. Don't tell me, bro. I feel just first now pick up my phone. Go use the USSD code by dialing *109* my NIN hash. Or quickly, I go just text my NIN to 109. I feel also visit glowworld.com/NIN on top my super fast internet. If I come the area where we say Glow World near me, let's just walk enter. And if you don't forget your NIN, dial *346#. You don't get them back. Some people there, they call the ask question. We they call register for NIN. Don't worry yourself. Just walk enter any nearest Glow World. Don't let them disconnect you from all the amazing voice and data offers where they inside Glow. Linking your NIN. They're safe and it's 100% free with zero wahala.
Glow, grandmasters of data.
Uncle Dentist, what are cavities? And how does Colgate protect my teeth from cavities? Does it use Kung Fu?
No, dear. Most tooth pains are caused by tooth holes called cavities. When you brush daily with Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, its expert formula locks natural calcium in our teeth and helps protect them from cavities.
It's time to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Keeps cavities out!
Colgate is recommended by the Nigerian Dental Association.
Something big is about to happen to you on radio. I bet you never saw it coming. The dynamic duo joined together by not just radio, but everything in between.
It's more than just a radio experience. It's an experience of a lifetime. It's the feel of Lagos. From the mainland to the island. On your number one station for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Come, let's talk.
Tune in every weekday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's a whole brand new What's Up Lagos with the Techers. I am Collins.
I am Andrea. Check it.
I won't tell you the secret of better food. Na the no chicken and classic seasoning powder. The ingredient they take make am na natural by nature, like real chicken, rosemary, black and white pepper, garlic, onion, parsley, mushroom, coriander. If you knack no seasoning powder for inside your jollof, fried rice, egusi, and all other soup, you go know say flavor pass flavor. No seasoning powder. Natural by ingredients. Bangba by flavor.
To all the mothers in Nigeria, we congratulate you for progress on your journey, for all your efforts. While taking care of your family, you also didn't give up taking care of yourself. We congratulate you and all Molfix mothers. You are always the number one. Now, Nigeria's number one choice of mothers have Molfix Air Dry baby diapers. Thanks to Molfix Air Dry, now babies and mothers enjoy the ultimate peace. Come and join mothers who experience Molfix Air Dry baby diapers.
You get to win money. You get to win 10,000 Naira cash on the Just a Minute game show. Call into any of our shows: The Morning Crossfire, What's Up Lagos, The Sunny Side, and Hard Fact. Answer as many questions as possible in 60 seconds, and you stand a chance to win 10,000 Naira. Winner will be announced on Hard Fact. Just a Minute, the game show for everyone. Right here on your number one station for talk, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Powered by Creditville.
is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
And we're back on the Morning Crossfire, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I know. I know. It's 8:39 right now from your number one talk station. Coming up later at 8:55, it'll be time to give out 10,000 naira. Well, an opportunity for somebody to win 10,000 naira on Just a Minute, sponsored by Creditsville. That's coming up much later on. But right now, you heard what Monday Ubani said on the show earlier before the break. Let me get your thought. 0700 993 993. If you're watching live on Facebook and YouTube, I can see your comments right here, and I will be taking your comments right now before I even go to the telephone, okay? I'll be taking your comments right away. If you're on YouTube as well, I can see your comment. I'll take them in a moment after I'm through with the first batch from Facebook. So let's go to Facebook right now and take some comments that have come in. Abdul Mudalab Idris says, Barrister is right, as he called it, unconstitutional because we knew where he belongs tribalistically too in politics. Despite how corrupt the former CJN, he is. Okay, I'm going to start. Don't understand what you're trying to say. Thank you. Fatima Adebayo questioner says, does Mr. President have the right to single-handedly appoint IGP or extend his tenure? Ubani has responded to that. Ubani responded to that earlier by saying that he needed to have consulted with the Police Service Council. Temitope Johnson also says, of course, Uncle Lai Mohammed will come and tell us that the president knows what we all don't know. The country is just embarrassing. Okay, that's Temitope Johnson on Facebook. I'm going to YouTube right now. I'm going to take two messages from YouTube before we go. Femi Itowu Adegoke says, good morning, Sheriff and Mr. Ubani. Thank you for explicit explanation. What we are seeing or experiencing is what I call headers governance style. Femi Itowu put that across cynically on YouTube. Okay, so let's go to Twitter and take some thought off of Twitter. We have WhatsApp here that is overwhelmed already. The WhatsApp is overwhelmed already. Well, let's see if we can squeeze in. If you've sent in your thoughts on Twitter without the hashtag Nigeria Info MCF, I will definitely not see your tweet. I mean, I want to read from you, but if you did not add the hashtag to your tweet, I will not get to see it. Abioye Akinloye on Twitter says, seriously, whether he has such powers or not, the president had enough time to seek for the replacement before expiration of his tenure. This action is pregnant with meanings. This type of decision creates an avenue for unnecessary suspicion. Abioye Akinloye on Twitter put that across. We're going to take another one quickly now from Twitter this morning. Engineer Adele Olorotimi says, Sheriff, at times I got worried to defend this president as a member of APC with all this careless and nonchalant attitude of presidency at FEC. Please, Ubani, can replacement be done now when extension has been announced? Okay. Of course, a replacement can be done. I mean, yeah, it can be done. Kamalafe Oluwa Busui on Twitter says, what I find appalling is the manner with which the announcement was made. What is the role of the information minister or the spokesperson of the president? Kamalafe really is upset this morning. And let's take another one here right now. This person, what's your name now? You didn't add your name to your tweet. Let's see. Oladimeji. Let's go with you, Oladimeji. Oladimeji says, on the issue of extension of the tenure of IGP, we love splitting hairs over what is clearly the exclusive prerogative of the office of the president. I have attached evidence of 2 precedents done by OBJ and Yaradua government. And I've seen your, what's it called now? Is it screen grab? They call it. Screen grab, they call it. And it's an opinion poll that you've put there. And you did not even read whether they followed due process in doing that. The fact that they did it doesn't mean that it was the right thing to have done. And also, Chibuna on Twitter says, you signed an act into law just last year and you're already breaking the law. So irresponsible. Where are we headed to as a country? This is an impeachable offense, but our National Assembly are toothless bulldogs. wants to chip on that, put that across. 8:43 is the time. Now, let's get some calls in. Good morning. I think we lost that call. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Good morning, Sherry.
Morning to you.
Yeah, this is calling from Relay Group.
It's quite noisy where you are. I'm so sorry we can't continue with that call. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Sherry.
Morning to you.
Good, I'm happy to have gotten you today. This is my first time on speaking with you.
It's good to have you.
Yeah. What Monday Barney said is the thing that is supposed to happen. The IG salary is stopped. Is he going to be paid by what salary? Is he going to just take his pension to work for Nigeria? Please, let us test our courts this time. If this is done, our heart will be settled. We are praying for this country, and God has answered our prayer. Let them be forgetting what to do, and they're collecting salary. Please, let our courts work now.
Okay.
Or never.
All right. Thank you too. Babalola is here with us. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Morning. Great job you're doing.
Thank you.
So, quick one. I believe all this it can be solved. I agree. I also totally told the line of thoughts of Barrister Ubani.
Okay.
I believe all this can be solved if there is need for us to restructure and make some reformations in our constitution.
Okay.
There are some institutions that need to be independent from the presidency before before they can function effectively.
Right.
The Judiciary, the Police Service Commission itself. So it's important. If the Police Service Commission were to be effective, they will have come out and say, we were not consulted. This cannot be done. Since they have laid down rules. So we must always clamor that this institution, that for constitutional reform, such that we have institutions like this, you cannot blame the judiciary. The chief judge is appointed by the president. So we need a form of, when I say independence, totally independent. The source of funds, to the source of funds where they get money from.
Right.
And that's my thoughts this morning. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing it. Let's look at Joseph quickly. Joseph, hi. Good morning to you. Joseph, are you there? I think we lost Joseph's call. Joseph, just try and call us back, okay, if you can. We appreciate you. We want to hear from you. I want to hear from you, Joseph. Please do that. Let me take some WhatsApp messages that are rushing in right now. I'm finding it very hard to pin down one. Okay, I think I got one eventually. The National Assembly should start impeachment process of this president. The process replacement should have started 1 year back. This government is not the people, but for the cabal. Okay, Robert is here. He's joining us right now. Hi, Robert. Good morning to you.
Morning, Sheriff.
Good morning.
You see, there's one thing I want to say.
Okay.
The whole Nigeria knows that the tenure of the IG has expired, as the barrister rightly said on your studio, right?
Right.
Now, remember the case of Magu, when the president presented him and the Senate did not confirm him. He left that man to remain in office until corruption allegation was evaded on him.
Okay.
One thing about this, our president, is do something. If you like, if the whole entire nation like, they should cry from now till tomorrow. He will not change his mind. Okay. I don't know, maybe he's the one doing it or the people that are around him that are the one advising him.
Okay.
So I'm not going to cry. Let him remain. I think he said 6 months, Abi?
3 months.
Oh, 3 months, Abi? Sheriff?
3 months, yes.
You know that this our president is even older than us. Maybe the day the
No. Bye-bye. Adekola is here. Adekola, hi. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
Sheriff.
Yes, please.
This is Adekola on the line, calling from Adrinkiti.
Good to have you. Good to have you. Majaja, Alija, Alija.
You are not guiding me.
Mo binu.
Guys, welcome. I'm so happy. The two of you are always making me happy every morning. God of heaven will reward you.
Thank you.
You will not see shame. You will not see sorrow.
Thank you.
Listening to you, the two of you has spawned the situation in this country that would have made somebody to have hypertension. Just look at you smile over it. Look at the way Jimmy handled it this morning.
Yeah. I know.
When is my stand starting?
Okay. 60 seconds starts right now. What do you think about this?
I won't lie to you. Like Jimmy said this morning, let's sit down and look. We have 2 more years to go. These people don't have anything. It shows how government is being run. There is no corporate organization that will allow a retiring officer to stay beyond his tenure, and you're now saying you are extending it. Oga Sheriff, let's just drink on it and just wait. Let's be marking time. I hope we still remain Nigeria by 2023. God bless you.
That's heavy. Thank you for calling me. Choice is joining us. Oh, I think we lost Choice's call already. Choice, you try and call us back. Okay, we'd like to speak with you. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Jimmy.
Good morning to you. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, please, I want to say something.
Okay.
This president is, I don't know, maybe National Assembly, they don't have power. I make this man do anything and get away with it. All the things he have been doing at the past, people are looking over it and he thought it's government laws. It's unfair.
Okay.
And people should tell him truth.
Okay. People should always say the truth. Thank you. Thank you for calling me. For some reasons, your line isn't stable. Rosawo David says on Twitter, says, this is shameful. I hope PSC will rise to defend the Constitution. WX is joining us. WX, good morning to you. Hi, WX, you're on radio.
WX?
That's what I'm seeing here. What's your name, please?
Ronnie, why Amara You don't see my face, you don't hear my voice.
Am I being?
No, you know, I'm a man there, and anywhere you are, I will follow you. Yeah.
Okay.
Sheriff.
Sir?
Can they go to Supreme Court direct instead of go to High Court? That's what I want. All the Nigeria Bar Association.
Yes.
If they can do something for Nigeria, all these cases, I want them to go direct to the Supreme Court to find out whether Mr. President is right or wrong.
Okay.
So, for me, I told it in this morning
Yes.
that I'm not happy with what's going on.
Yes.
Mr. President is our president. I'm still in love with him. He's my president till his term expire. But when we should advise him, when it's necessary, we do the good advice. All what he's doing now, it seems to me that he's fighting criticism to himself. He has to do the right thing at the right time. There is. Let me go, Jerry.
Okay, sir. Thank you for calling me, sir. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Zaki is here. Zaki, good morning to you. Zaki, good morning. You're on radio now. Zaki, I can't hear you. For some reasons, I can't hear you. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello.
Sam, hi, good morning.
Mr. Sheriff. Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning to you,
bless
too.
you.
You too.
I can say I just think everything that make we cool our health. You see, concerning this Baba, maybe we just pray, say make 2023 come. Because now the way the man go running things like that. You see, the idea is that, to me, in all of this, I've just seen it, the body language of Mr. President as a kind of, what do they want to do, mentality, or see them finish idea, you know. Yes, because,
what are you going to do about it? I will do it and nothing will happen.
I mean, you know, that kind of a thing. See, and, you know, sincerely, let me just share the sentiments of Barrister too. Even the legal, advisors, the legal bodies within the system of this.
Sam, I am so sorry. We need to just take a quick break right now. Huh? We need to go. Sorry about that.
Spark up your creativity. Expand your knowledge of new words and build your vocabulary. Get a copy of the Book of 100 Rhymes by Truman Nolly. It contains 20 rhymes each for presentation, Christian, freestyle, love, and advisory segments. You can get a copy for 1,000 Naira from any of these locations. Blanco Supermarket, Ikate by Lekki Ekpe Expressway. Orbit Link Pharmacy and Supermart, number 13, Bodetomo Street, Surulere. Edichart Supermarket, 54 Olorun Logbon Street, Anthony Village. Nigeria Info Office, 267 Etimian Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. And for the First Stack Maza Axis, you can call 0902 057-5859.
Okay. So we're back. Let's see if we can get Ibrahim to come on here now. Ibrahim, are you still here?
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Ibrahim.
Yeah, this is a very interesting topic this morning.
Right.
Actually, unfortunately, when issues are like this in Nigeria, everybody just seems to take sides here and there. You see, like Jimmy said in the morning, we have just 2 more years to go. If any other person comes in, whatever decision he takes, Nigerians will still complain. They will still tell you it's right, it's not right.
Right.
I always love a situation where we test the waters. An elderly caller called a few minutes ago. He said, why can't NBA go to Supreme Court and test this? Mark my words today. If NBA goes to Supreme Court today and they test it, and Supreme Court says it's in order, the next thing is, who appointed them? That's what do you expect them to say? What is that? We will still complain. It is because we are also not objective in our criticisms.
Ibrahim, thank you so much for your thought. Well, that's what I can take right now. Let's see if we can give somebody 10,000 naira right now.
Do you earn an income? Are you in need of funds for your child's school fees? Is your car or equipment old and needs a replacement? Do you need a loan for personal or business use? Whatever your business or personal need, CreditVille has got you covered. Simply dial 0805-510-0010. You can also send us an email via info@creditville.ng or log on to www.creditville.ng. CreditVille, financing you for a good life.
99.3 Nigeria Info. This is Just a Minute, sponsored by CreditVille. This is where we try as much as possible to put smiles on people's faces this morning. Somebody stands a chance to win 10,000 naira. So if you're ready, let's play the game called Just a Minute, brought to you by CreditVille. 0700 993 993 993. That is the studio line. 0700 993 993 993. If you're calling me, you're ready to play the game. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Morning. What's your name?
Abednego.
Abednego, you won some you won, right? Didn't you?
No, I didn't win.
Oh, you didn't win. Oh, sorry about that. Someone else won, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's play Just a Minute.
All right.
All right, then let's play.
This is Just a Minute.
Abednego, your first question is, what's the full meaning of INEC?
Independent National Electoral Commission.
Correct. Tell me the name of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Shibaja.
What is the green color in the national flag represent?
Peace and unity.
What is, what?
Unity.
The green color, you're wrong. So you got 2 questions now correctly. Tell me the full meaning of EFCC.
Economic and Financial Crimes Commission.
Correct. 3 questions correct there. Now my next question to you is, who is the governor of Rivers State?
Steve.
Okay. What is the address of Nigeria Info?
2678 Million Crescent.
4 questions correct there. 4 questions correct. My next question is, what is the name of the sponsors of this game show? 5 questions correct. My last question to you, because of time, is this, Abednego. Tell me the name of the host of the game show, of the show called Who Cares?
Daniel.
Fantastic. How many questions there?
6.
6 questions, Abednego. Stay on the line. We'll get your your details in a moment. Lagos, Nigeria. That is the show today. And for the week as well. Thank you all for being a part of Morning Crossfire for this week. Next week we have a great lineup, an amazing lineup of shows for you next week on the Morning Crossfire. Let me just intimate you of the plans that we have for you next week on the Morning Crossfire. We start with Monday. On Monday we'll be talking about Igbo, whether he's a savior to you or he's a savage. I sampled your opinion yesterday on the show, so next we will bring development experts in the studio and they will break this thing down to you so you can have better understanding. That's coming up on Monday next week. On Tuesday, we'll be talking about the secret cults of Lagos. That is our conversation. The secret cults of Lagos on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we'll try and look at a particular group that feeds the entire country. They have a food bank. and we'll be bringing them into the studio to look at exactly what they do and how they do what they do. On Thursday, we'll be continuing our enlightenment series on COVID-19 and the myths around COVID-19. And on Friday, we'll be talking about selling national assets to fund Nigeria's budget. All this coming up next week on the Morning Crossfire. I'm Sheriff Quadry. Let's keep the conversation going on our socials. On Twitter at Sheriff Quadry, on Instagram at Sheriff Quadry, on LinkedIn at Sheriff Quadry. Daily Digest with Jimidisu is next. Good morning to you.
Do you need to meet up your goals for the year? Then here's the good news. Goals are easily achieved by choosing Creditsville as a reliable credit assistant. Creditsville is accessible and reliable at all times. With Creditsville, interest rates are affordable.
We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.